Are you in an open relationship with your slackline gear? Well, you're not alone. Check out this episode of How Not to Highline.
You know, it's nice knowing my main is there, but I know if it fails, at least I always got my backup.
I like soft shackles, but I really like the hard ones.
I like all types of webbings, but I'm really in my element when I'm bouncing some MILF.
Sometimes I like to dominate the line, but sometimes it just keeps me on a leash.
Usually I like to stuff only one piece of webbing into my web locks, but occasionally I like putting two in there.
I don't know all the specs, but I'm big on pull-out strength.
I just can't commit to one webbing. Sometimes I like polyester, sometimes I like nylon, and sometimes I want both at the same time.
Sometimes main and backup aren't enough because you want some redundancy.
I do like poly, but I'm mostly a nylon person.
Sometimes when I whip, I like it when it hurts.
You know, they say it's all about tight and small holes, but I really like those big ones.
How was Wet Beaver?
You know, it was a little sloppy, a little bit hairy, but I did it.
Sometimes I like to work the lines, and sometimes they like to work me.
I like high lines because they go both ways.
Well, sometimes I don't like to tie in. I just don't want to do that commitment.
So, I know you're supposed to pad highlights, but sometimes I like to go without protection.
I like the little ones, but sometimes the big ones really get me going.
I like my 1 inch, but sometimes I like it wider.
I don't mind whipping, but my favorite position's on top.
After a long, hard, stressful day, I just like to go home and surf pink tube. Usually make it nice and tight before I get on it, but by the time I get off, it's just sagging in between the anchors.
Sometimes I don't like to commit to a line. Instead, I prefer to play with my balls.
When they're loose, you can really session for like a good long hour, you know? Just go at it. But when they're nice and tight, it's like sometimes you just whip too quick, you know?
Yeah,
like,
I feel that.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, I usually like to walk highlines, but sometimes I just like filming a bunch of people doing it.
Thanks for watching, but don't be an idiot and do risky activities without protection. But instead, do those risky activities with someone that knows what they're doing. But until you have an opportunity to do these risky adventures, watch these other videos and don't forget to subscribe.